A thunderous alarm blares as pixelated villagers scramble through blocky streets. An urgent Minecraft meteor is falling. But instead of fire, it's raining giant rubber chickens that bounce with chaotic randomness, threatening to disrupt the world's fragile economy of diamond trades and enchanted boots. The sun hangs pixel-perfect and square in a calm blue sky. Yet below, chaos unfolds with a comedic absurdity that only Minecraft's cubic laws could birth. These aren't your average meteors. No blazing rock chunks or burning debris, they're oversized rubber chickens. From the size of a creeper to the height of a village watchtower, plummeting with a slapstick inevitability that shakes the brittle cobblestone foundations of every humble Minecraft homestead. The villagers, clad in their classic green tunics, throw their hands up, ducking behind wooden fences and stacks of hay bales as chickens bounce by, causing cracks in the dirt roads and leaving vast, inexplicable chicken-shaped craters. Somewhere in the distance, a startled sheep looks skyward, bleating in terrified surprise before sprinting hysterically toward the safety of a nearby pen. The rubber chickens make a peculiar sound upon landing, a wet, boing-like squawk that echoes strangely across the plains, setting the perfect stage for a calamity no one saw coming, and everyone wishes they could respawn from. Our lead figure emerges amid this madness. Captain Blockbeard, a grizzled Minecraft explorer known far and wide for his pixelated beard that jiggles with every frantic nod. His square eyes narrow sharply as he surveys the bouncing avian apocalypse. He scratches his head made from precisely 27 individual cubes, considering what impossible cause could lead to such a bizarre meteor shower. Well, he mutters in his gruff, gravelly voice, I've dealt with explosive creepers and zombie sieges, but rubber chickens. That's a new one, even for me. Nearby, a feisty villager named Lil Pixelina, armed with her trusty enchanted sword that glows faintly blue, tries to corral bouncing chickens away from the village marketplace, where diamond pickaxes and enchanted boots are traded as fiercely as gold ingots. She attempts a heroic leap to deflect a descending chicken, but instead gets bounced herself, tumbling awkwardly into a pile of redstone dust. Ow, that's the last time I trust a rubber chicken, she grumbles, dusting herself off with pixel-perfect exasperation. Meanwhile, a group of chickens bounce uncontrollably into the expansive Minecraft river, creating a cacophony of slap-splash boings. The water fizzes with pixel droplets as a blocky squid watches the spectacle, tentacles twitching in confusion. The ambient soundscape mixes the usual calm Minecraft village noises with this bizarre, persistent rubbery chaos. The clinks of diamonds, the crackle of torches, suddenly punctuated by relentless squawks and bouncing crashes. The cause is clear to none, though whispers travel fast across biomes and block logs. Rumors swirl like endless minecart loops. Some speculate a glitch in the end portal, others blame experimental redstone contraptions gone haywire. But Captain Blockbeard, with his lifetime of adventures, suspects something far stranger. High above, far beyond the pixelated clouds and towering spruce trees, glints of metallic block shapes flash erratically, a mysterious, angular spacecraft hovering silently over the Great Wall itself. The wall, that majestic linear fortress of stone and snow blocks stretching across the Minecraft continent, looks oddly pristine, too pristine. Captain Blockbeard knows this isn't a coincidence. As he rallies the villagers near the town hall, his blocky fingers tap firmly on his map, urging collaboration. All right, Blockbeard announces, this rubber chicken storm isn't natural. And those shapes above the wall, aliens, or some kind of extraterrestrial engineers, they're behind this madness. The villagers gasp, blinking pixel sweat from their brows. Perched atop a nearby roof, an unbothered black cat watches the rubber chickens bounce blindly beneath with indifferent green eyes, whiskers twitching as if questioning her role in this sudden chaos. Aliens, Pixelina echoes aloud, tone mixing skepticism with a dash of excitement. The Great Wall built by aliens? That's wild. Wild, yes, Blockbeard replies, squinting skyward through his blocky monocle. But think, who else could craft such an immense wall of perfect blocks, perfectly aligned for centuries, that still stands against creeper blasts and ender dragon attacks? The Great Wall's silhouette stretches endlessly behind them, its towering battlements gleaming under the Minecraft sun. The structure looks too deliberate, too flawless. And now, the rubber chicken meteor shower feels like a deliberate message or warning, a glitch in the matrix sent from these alien architects. The villagers begin to cluster, murmuring and speculating. One plump villager clutches a hastily crafted wooden sword and mutters about mechanical golems with glowing eyes. Another wonders if smithing giant rubber chickens will become the latest enchantment recipe. And amidst the crowd, a hacker disguised as a wandering skeleton in leather armor examines the bouncing chickens, chuckling, maybe it's just a test by the alien overlords. A cosmic chicken drop rate event. For all its silliness, the storm causes unexpected disruptions. Farms are trampled underfoot when chickens ricochet mercilessly, crops pixelated and flattened, threatening food supplies. Trade caravans attempt to roll through the village, but are stopped by chicken avalanche blockades. A pig wearing a tiny saddle clambers nervously atop a wooden cart, squealing in blocky panic, unsure whether to flee or join the poultry pandemonium. Meanwhile, Captain Blockbeard adjusts his famously tilted helmet and pulls out a rare item from his inventory. A mystical map crafted from ancient enchanted paper, said to reveal cosmic patterns invisible to the naked eye. He traces the bouncing trajectories of the rubber chickens across the map with deliberate taps, his brow furrowing. "There's an order in the chaos," he says, voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper, a pattern beneath the bouncing nonsense. Suddenly, the villagers notice some chickens bouncing in perfect time with the others, forming subtle shapes in the ground. Triangles, circles, even pixelated alien faces stamped briefly onto oversaturated grass blocks. Pixelina chuckles and says, maybe it's some kind of cosmic Minecraft Morse code. Aliens trying to tell us to build something. And this sparks a new idea for Blockbeard. If aliens built the Great Wall, what if this rubber chicken storm is a way to summon or awaken a hidden legacy encoded in the very blocks of the wall? Could these bizarre meteors be a test or a call to action? As villagers begin to dust off their crafting tables, readying stone and wooden pickaxes to explore the wall, even the normally stoic blacksmith starts whispering about forgotten blueprints buried beneath layers of bedrock. But as the chickens keep bouncing, higher and higher, the sun begins to dip block by block, melting the cubic light into shadow. The rubber chickens seem to glow faintly in the dusk, becoming more animated, almost sentient. Some chickens begin to flap their pixelated wings desperately. Others cluster, forming squawking blocky conclaves, shifting and shaking the earth beneath their bouncing. The villagers, their initial panic blending into curiosity, look on as the sky darkens and the alien spacecraft above flickers with strange lights, beams of neon green and purple dancing over the Great Wall's stone bricks. Captain Blockbeard tightens his grip on the enchanted map. If our ancestors' builders were alien, then maybe this storm is just the opening salvo. Whatever happens next, we'll need to be ready. The chickens bounce toward the horizon, a rubbery wave threatening to engulf every block and every pixel of the land. And just as the night falls completely, a massive rubber chicken silhouette, far larger than any creeper, swoops down in slow motion onto the Great Wall itself, casting a chaotic shadow that promises this story is only just beginning. The Great Wall, constructed long ago by questionable blocky hands, possibly of alien origin, stands ready to reveal its secrets, but only after the rubber chickens finish their slapstick invasion. Thus, as the Minecraft world braces for the next phase of this poultry-powered apocalypse, one thing is clear. Nothing in this pixelated universe cubes around aliens and bouncing rubber chickens makes any ordinary kind of sense. And maybe that's the point. The pixelated sun blazed high over the jagged, blocky horizon as cosmic green lights danced erratically above the jagged outline of the half-built wall. Alien ships hummed quietly, casting eerie blue shadows on the rudimentary stone bricks that joined like awkward puzzle pieces in Minecraft fashion. This wasn't your grandma's Great Wall, unless Grandma was secretly a Martian architect with a penchant for redstone torches and neon signs. At the center of the chaos stood Zog, a squat, threed alien in a garish spacesuit looking extremely out of place next to the towering piles of cobblestone and oddly shaped dirt blocks. Zog scratched one antenna thoughtfully. Maybe we should have used slime blocks instead, he muttered, which in alien tongue roughly translates to, "We might be horribly overcomplicating this." Meanwhile, a flock of curious Minecraft villagers watched from a safe distance, twitching their noses and whispering among themselves in pixelated Hmong. The villagers were clearly confused by the sudden influx of extraterrestrial block shaping. Who are these weird cube heads? Thought one especially suspicious librarian villager, adjusting his glasses with a trembling, blocky finger. The sky crackled, and suddenly a brutal explosion of TNT triggered by inadvertent alien miscalculation shook the ground in a domino effect, sending gravel raining like faulty confetti over the pristine, half-finished wall. Zog's third eye blinked rapidly in panic, but oddly enough that only made him look decidedly more adorable and less threatening. You see, the Great Wall in this alternate Minecraft universe was not merely a fortress, it was a diplomatic nightmare wrapped in stone bricks and complicated by cosmic misunderstandings. The aliens, instead of attacking or mining coal, had decided to build, which was unprecedented. Earth history books never mentioned extraterrestrials teaming up with humans for such an ambitious masonry project. Zog, in his official role as intergalactic construction coordinator, was trying to broker an unlikely alliance between people who barely spoke the same language and space creatures who thought obsidian was the ultimate snack. At a distance, a blocky human figure stomped toward the alien assembly with the impressive swagger of a seasoned Minecrafter, wielding a diamond pickaxe almost as big as himself. Meet Liang, the unofficial wall supervisor, hailed in the land for his unshakable determination and suspiciously pixelated hairstyle that defied all logic and gravity. Liang's job was simple: keep the Great Wall from collapsing, cracking, or spontaneously producing creepers mid-renovation. Zog, you star-shaped spanner, this isn't a moon base, Liang growled, gesturing wildly toward the scattered piles of glowstone that the aliens insisted on embedding in the mortar. It's a wall, not a disco party. Zog blinked, nodded, and responded with a bafflingly chipper alien sound that could have meant noted or can I have more slime blocks. Or maybe your sarcasm is malfunctioning. Either way, the partnership was a fragile, glitch-filled dance of block placement and mutual bewilderment. A nearby pig, itself suspiciously cubed and munching pixelated grass, paused for a moment as if judging the whole alien-human construction project, and then trotted off with the unimpressed air of a feline ignoring yet another failed attempt at popularity around them. The environment was an eccentric mess of blocky trees, twisted into unusual shapes, as if the aliens had attempted to replicate earthly flora, but got distracted halfway through by random bursts of antimatter energy, causing some leaves to jitter in and out of existence, spawning mobs, chickens, sheep, and a wandering zombie, marched obliviously through the building zones, occasionally tripping over piles of floating blocks or malfunctioning redstone contraptions rigged up by the aliens in their frantic quest to optimize the wall's defensive features. At one point, Zog proudly unveiled a prototype defense system involving ender pearls catapulted by pistons, which promptly launched itself backward, knocking over half a dozen blocks and sending villagers scattering into panicked staircases. The clueless chaos reached a surreal crescendo when one particularly ambitious alien, whose name was indistinguishable from a series of beeps and whistles, but was loosely translated by humans as glorp, suggested adding an interdimensional portal atop the wall. For quick access to outer space, Glorp said cheerfully, adjusting his cubic helmet. Liang eyed the shimmering rift with growing horror, predicting creepers and skeletons would soon be streaming through with less than friendly intentions. Great idea, he muttered, if your goal is to end the Great Wall, not build it. Meanwhile, the portal flickered erratically, occasionally spitting out random items such as enchanted apples, a misplaced minecart, and suspicious slime balls, sparking brief frenzies among the villagers who dashed over to collect rare loot without understanding the danger dot in the background. The Great Wall itself snaked across blocky mountains and pixel-perfect trees like a slightly crooked dragon made of stone and dirt. Its incomplete stretches revealed a patchwork of alien technology and traditional cobblestone work, a testament to the bizarre synergy, or perhaps incongruity, between two civilizations. Every few seconds, a mechanical hiss and a puff of smoke issued from peculiar contraptions embedded in the wall, as if the aliens insisted the Great Wall should double as a giant, clunky robot. Liang's growing suspicion was that this was less a defensive bulwark and more a galactic Etsy project gone terribly awry. The alliance was fraying as alien workers debated the merits of block preservation versus rapid expansion, and villagers grumbled about alien tools that kept zapping nearby crops into pixelated dust. Just as tensions reached peak absurdity, the unexpected happened. An ancient but blocky ender dragon swooped over the corridor between the human settlement and the wall's far end, mistaking the glowing blue alien beacon for a giant pixelated egg. Chaos exploded not with violence, but with confusion. Villagers dropped their pickaxes, aliens froze mid-placement, and Liang found himself face-to-face with a shadowy creature exhaling harmless bursts of pixelated smoke. Maybe we really should have built a fence instead of an intergalactic wall, Liang muttered, while Zog, ever the optimist, floated nervously upward and attempted to communicate peace by beaming a terribly pixelated smile. The Ender Dragon paused, hovered uncertainly, then with an unanticipated grace, landed on the blocky ramparts and nuzzled curiously at an alien glowstone lamp. Was it acceptance, or just hunger for luminous blocks? No one knew. The scene froze momentarily, the tableau of mismatched species bonded by absurd circumstance and a half-built wall that symbolized both hope and hilarious failure. And so, amidst the block-twisting turmoil, an unlikely alliance took root, not one based on strategy or even logic, but on shared confusion, desperate cooperation, and a peculiar appreciation for the beauty of chaos itself. In this pixelated reality, where alien technology mingled with ancient lore, the Great Wall was less a barrier and more a cosmic sitcom in stone. But as the sun dipped below the square mountains, casting long, dramatic shadows over the laughing, stumbling builders, a cold breeze whispered through the blocks, a hint that this wild collaboration was only just beginning, and the next twist might lodge itself deep in the Minecraft code in ways no one dared predict. Beneath a sky pixelated in deep twilight blues and glimmering block stars, the Great Wall of Minecraft's alien architects stretched endlessly, but the calm was about to bounce off the charts. Enter Zog, a distinctly blocky alien celebrity of the abyssal cube galaxy, whose antennae twitched with the electric thrill of a challenge. Zog was not just any holographic visitor with his trademark neon green square head and bubble-gumping cube hands. He embodied the chaos of cosmic pranks, and today he wasn't here for a sightseeing tour. No, Zog had heard rumors, whispered through interstellar pixel networks, of a secret bounce technology encoded into the Great Wall itself. A bounce? In Minecraft. The mere idea had Zog salivating with mischievous glee. Our scene opens on a windy ridge, where the Great Wall loomed like a long, blocky dragon sleeping in the moonlight. The wall's towering cubic bricks gleamed faintly, covered with mysterious glyphs that pulsed softly, as if alive. Around the base, pixelated sandstorms kicked up dust devils, giving the whole landscape a surreal blur, like a bad graphics glitch, but a magical one. In the distance, Zog stood on a precarious spire, eyes locked on the forbidden bounce chamber nestled mid-wall. His oversized boots clunked on the obsidian blocks as he prepared for what was about to become the most absurd showdown in Minecraft history. With a burst of zero-gravity flair, Zog launched himself from the spire, bouncing off a series of trampoline-y moss-covered blocks, each generating delightful boing sounds like a pixelated slinky on steroids. There was no subtlety here, just pure kinetic madness. Zog's trajectory arced high above the wall's parapets, where crystalline antennas crackled with alien static energy. Below, patrolling pixel guards, blocky soldiers shaped like walruses wearing sunglasses, spotted him and immediately flung sticky slime bombs. The air shimmered as the bombs exploded into pixelated goo, sending ripple effects that could reboot your entire Minecraft server. Zog twisted midair, landing with a comedic splat onto the bounce pad embedded within the ancient wall's central segment, the rumored bounce chamber. Suddenly, the room around him glowed neon electric blue, walls vibrating in sync with a funky, retro jump beat that would make any 8-bit DJ jealous. This was no ordinary room. It was a literal trampoline constructed from indestructible alien tech, capable of reflecting pure kinetic energy in multiplication. Every bounce amplified Zog's momentum exponentially, turning him into a blur of neon cubes reincarnated as the universe's jolliest projectile. Zog bounced once, twice, thrice, gaining altitude like a rubber ball powered by fluid chaos and cosmic caffeine. The walrus guards gawked, drooling pixelated fish-shaped emojis in confusion. No way a single alien can bounce through the Great Wall's defenses, barked their pixel commander, Walrocious Maximus, whose blocky chin jutted like a digital bunker. The walrus patrol dived forward, launching cubes and barrels loaded with TNT, crafted from the same alien technology that built the wall. As the explosions fragmented into dancing pixel sparks, Zog smirked and hit the ceiling of the chamber, then the floor, then the walls, each bounce creating a comic symphony of squeaks, thunks, and the occasional bowing gating sound that would haunt the walls for eons. Just as Zog prepared for the ultimate slam dunk bounce, planning to catapult himself over the entire wall and send a signal flare back to his home galaxy, a curious sound emerged. It was a tiny, frantic squeak amplified by the chamber's alien acoustics, sounding suspiciously like a lost baby creeper. Around a corner popped Ping, the Great Wall's official pixelated panda mascot, a fluffy bundle of black and white cubes with a habit of popping up in the most inconvenient places. Ping was wearing an oversized construction helmet decorated with stickers of suspiciously familiar alien shapes. Bounce, bounce, no bounce. Ping mumbled, eyes wide as pixel saucer. Zog's antenna twitched. Ping was adorable but known for sabotage. "You want to bounce, little guy?" Zog asked, voice dripping with intergalactic irony. He tossed a mini bounce pad to Ping, who leaped, and exploded harmlessly into a shower of multicolored pixels. This wasn't just comedy, it was classic Minecraft slapstick carefully baked into the chaos. Zog laughed, a sound like a low digital chuckle mixed with static, and pivoted back to the mission. But the bounce chamber had one final twist. Suddenly, the walls themselves began to reshape. Blocks slid like sliding puzzles, reconfiguring the whole chamber's geometry into an increasingly insane bounce maze. Each surface became a springboard aimed not just to propel, but to confuse and capture. Zog found himself ricocheting unpredictably, smacking into walls shaped like alien hieroglyphs, bouncing off gravity wells disguised as lava pits. Except the lava was actually pixelated blueberry jam, sticky and sweet, but very rough on your virtual pants. The walrus guards didn't miss their chance. They deployed the bounce trap, a mind control gadget cleverly disguised as a disco ball. On activation, it showered the chamber with hypnotic neon squares, temporarily tricking Zog's brain chips into thinking the ceiling was the floor, and the floor was Saturday Night Fever. Zog wobbled mid-bounce, antennae tangled in an existential crisis about the laws of physics and Monday mornings. Bounce or don't bounce? That is the question, Zog muttered, quoting some fully blocky Hamlet impersonation. Then, in a flash of absurd brilliance, he realized the trap's disco effect was actually amplifying his bounce power. Each hypnotic pulse synced with his own jump rhythm, supercharging his kinetic output beyond anything his pixelated circuits predicted. With a mighty Cuba-shaped grin, Zog executed a move he called the quantum boing, a dizzying sequence of flips and twists that sent him careening through the final chambers of the bounce maze. Blocks exploded behind him like fireworks eaten by a Minecraft festival, and just when the Walrus Patrol thought they had him cornered, Zog hit a giant pixel trampoline hidden beneath a trapdoor. The resulting bounce launched him not just over the room, but over the Great Wall itself, spiraling in a glowing arc against the blocky moonlight. Below, the walruses blinked in awe as their digital jaws dropped like broken slabs. For a charged moment, the Minecraft cosmos seemed to hold its breath. Would Zog break through the alien wall's ultimate defense or bounce himself into oblivion? And then, just as suddenly as it began, the crescendo smoothed into silence. Zog landed on the far side of the wall with a ceremonious boink sound, a pixelated flag emblazoned with the alien insignia fluttering triumphantly from his backpack. He looked back with a cheeky blink and shouted, "Who knew that building walls was just a pretext for cosmic trampoline combat?" Little did Zog know, this chaotic bounce-a-fight was only the warm-up for the next level of madness. The Great Wall still hid secrets darker and more absurd than any bouncing alien or walrus guard could imagine. But that, dear viewers, is a story for the grand finale. For now, the echoes of Zog's bounce showdown ripple through the Minecraft multiverse like a weirdly satisfying glitch in the space-time code, reminding us all that sometimes the best defenses are those that make you laugh as you bounce helplessly into the unknown. The sun blazed unforgivingly over the blocky spires of the Great Wall, now more alien than ancient, stretching impossibly far across pixelated mountains. Tiny pixel chickens scrambled chaotically along the ramparts, their clucks echoing off the hovering UFOs still clinging to the sky like stubborn glitches. Meet Cluck Norris, a fearless, square-beaked warrior chicken donning a leather cap and wielding a sword made from enchanted cobblestone. Cluck wasn't just a bird, he was the unintended hero in this cosmic Minecraft saga, a clucky nexus of chaos and consequence. You might wonder how this feathered fighter found himself guarding an alien-built Great Wall, but if you recall, this was no ordinary construction job. The extraterrestrials preferred assembly lines fueled by chicken power, quite literally, transforming the village's once-terrestrial poultry into voluntary labor guides. Cluck Norris had seen the horrors of the alien incubator, and now he wanted out. Our story picks up with him perched defiantly atop the tallest block tower, squinting past pixelated cobwebs stained with stardust, his beady eyes locked on the distant horizon. The wall, shimmering with alien bioluminescence, pulsed faintly as if breathing, humming a tune oddly reminiscent of an 8-bit lullaby. Cluck's claws dug into the cracked bricks beneath him. The gentle thrum of intergalactic machinery mingled with the clinking of iron golems, stamping their heavy feet in overdrive. Above, silhouettes of alien engineers wearing tinfoil hats monitored holographic blueprints, their antennae twitching nervously. The entire fortress wasn't just a defense. It was a giant, pixelated chicken coop for the cosmos, a marvel of Minecraft absurdity and ingenious design. Yet as twilight fell in sharp neon gradients, a peculiar sound ripped through the evening calm. A thunderous, strangely rhythmic clucking chorus, amplified by the wall itself. Cluck Norris cocked his head. That cluck, it was organized, almost militaristic, and oddly coordinated. Thousands of blocky chickens had assembled beneath the wall, brandishing tiny swords and shields crafted from apple blocks and leather scraps. They marched, that's right, a full-blown poultry rebellion, all engrossed in the grand strategy of Operation Exit. Was this their chance to hatch a plan and peck their freedom? From his vantage point, Cluck saw the leader of the rebellion step forward. A blockishly majestic hen named Princess Featherina, draped in a cape woven from enchanted leaves that shimmered in the pixel breeze. "Cluck Norris," she squawked melodically, "the alien's chicken-converting machinery is flawed. If we overload the circuits with enough eggs, well, that's one explosive solution." She paused dramatically, peering over her beak rimmed with pixelated freckles. "Are you Ray in or out?" Cluck Norris, balancing his courage with skepticism, thought, what could possibly go wrong? He hopped down from the tower, the cracked bricks creaking beneath his weight. With each flappy, square step, tension bloomed as the rebellion deepened. The alien machines were incessantly humming now, oblivious to the gathering storm, their blinking LEDs reflecting off the glimmering wall. A synchronized chicken march began milling towards the nearest power node. A giant cube pulsing with alien energy. Suddenly, the earth trembled with a block-shifting quake. The aliens noticed, or rather their priority alerts pinged mid-blueprint display. Panic ensued. Spindly alien arms waved frenetic commands, sending silicon drones to intercept the uprising. Cluck Norris launched forward, sword drawn, slicing through robotic legs with satisfying pixelated crunches, tossing feathers and sparks in equal measure. The drones emitted high-pitched electron squeals as they short-circuited in spectacular fiery bursts. The rebellion surged toward the central control node, where the alien chief engineer, a lanky, threed creature named Zorp, frantically typed on his holographic keyboard made of floating emerald blocks. No, not the egg network. Zorp wailed, eyes spinning in pure blocky dismay. Cluck Norris and Princess Featherina raced to meet him, the hum of the wall escalating to a fever pitch. The alien console flickered, glitching wildly, as if the great wall itself teetered on collapse. With a heroic leap, Cluck Norris crashed into Zorp's console, causing an overload cascade of pixelated sparks. Eggs lobbed by the chickens struck the machinery like bouncing bombs, organic meats mechanical in chaotic symphony. The wall shuddered, its alien glow dimming in bursts, bricks rumbling like angry mobs of stone. The rebellion's cacophonous cluck chorus reached a crescendo as the machinery emitted a final, sputtering electric sigh. Suddenly, silence. Then, the pigs. Yes, pigs. A horde of blockish pigs, previously uninvolved in any extraterrestrial mischief, ambled through a newly formed breach in the wall, drawn by the chaos and perhaps curiosity about the commotion. Their arrival was less tactical and more accidental, but this amplified the pandemonium tenfold. Cluck Norris stared, utterly flabbergasted as a pig wearing a miner's helmet tripped over a loose redstone wire and set off a hissing chain of TNT block spoom. The Great Wall staggered, a shockwave of falling bricks, dislodged mobs, and a shower of scattered alien tech parts. In the aftermath, as dust clouds pixelated the sky, Cluck Norris found himself face to feather with Zorp, who now looked strangely mellow. "You chickens," Zorp sighed, "maybe you are better builders than invaders. But can you build trust?" Cluck, catching his breath amid piles of glowing alien rubble and mysterious hologadgets, nodded sagely. "We might not build perfect walls, but we sure know how to bring down ones that try to cage us." Princess Featherina fluffed her feathers with pride. Their melodies of defiance had not just dismantled an alien construction project, they had sparked something unexpected, an uneasy truce between chicken, alien, and pig alike. The Great Wall, now a patchwork monument of cosmic chaos and earthy rebellion, stood as a reminder. Sometimes, it isn't about building the biggest block fortress or the most impenetrable defense. It's about recognizing the fuzziness, the chaos, and the downright absurdity of existence, especially when chickens are involved. As Cluck Norris surveyed the battered skyline, he found a strange comfort in the ruin. A new beginning, block by block, was just a cluck away. And so the wall remained. Less a barrier, more a wobbly mosaic of intergalactic nonsense and Poltra-powered anarchy. The aliens retreated to ponder their next cosmic misadventure. The pigs resumed their accidental explorations, and Cluck Norris, well, he just sharpened his pixel sword, ready for whatever madcap Minecraft oddity might hatch next. Because in a world where aliens built the Great Wall and chickens rise up with swords and swagger, one thing is certain: chaos isn't just inevitable, it's absolutely clutch.